Well, I'm having a million issues trying to record a review because, I haven't recorded one in forever. Where the heck have MOC reviews been? I'm kind of sick right now, so if you hear a little bit of, it's because I'm a little sick. Anyway, oh my gosh, now I just screwed up my voice for the whole review. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing Chameleo version 2 because he's actually changed quite a bit. Now, his overall aesthetic is the same, and I haven't completely scrapped his build or changed his color scheme, but he's actually changed quite a bit. And I decided that I'm just going to sum up everything that he's been for the past little bit by freaking, reviewing him. I completely forgot how to do this style. That's alright, give me a break. I'm a little rusty, it's been a while. But yeah, so reviewing Chameleo. So first off, I want to start off him with the coat, because this is probably the version that I don't like more than the second version. I like this one less, because it didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. The coat is way too big for him. As you can see, it's like really freaking big. And everyone else noticed that, so he's going to be pretty, so I've been phasing out the coat a little bit. Just because, it doesn't look that great. The coat itself isn't the problem, it's just that it's not right for Chameleo. Like, the person who made it did a fantastic job at sewing it and everything. Thank you very much for doing this. It's an amazing, it's like great, right? But it just, I was stupid when I was giving them directions. And I was like, make the bottom big so that it looks like a trench coat. Boom, there we go. So this is the primary Chameleo. This is really version 2. And I'm trying to put on all the changes I can remember, but there are many. So yeah. First, let him get a little closer. You dare to adjust the camera. Sorry the background isn't white. You just can't see him on the white background. There we go, yeah. Alright. I really like this version more than the last one, primarily because I think the torso is a lot less awkward and a lot less just weird looking. It just looks, it's shaped much better. There we go. Thanks, Chameleo. But I changed him. There's the story changes, obviously, that he needed to change because of story reasons. Because, little fire dude cut off his arm. But otherwise, mainly, I just wanted to refine the build a little bit, get it a little bit better, make it just work out better. And I really do like the way this new one looks. It's not perfect, but I'm pretty proud of it. I just think the shaping is really nice, and I think it really helps fit his aesthetic. I also, in this version, wanted to point through a few ideas I've had for a while. And that primarily being establishing that Chameleo and the suit are not one. Chameleo was wearing a suit. That is why you see, like, his arm is a different color than the rest of his body, this lower arm here, and same thing with his head. This white and green part is not a part of Chameleo's body. He's wearing a suit. It's not like an Iron Man suit, but it's just a suit that can help, he can defend himself or he just doesn't die. I wanted to help establish that and put that through, but, I guess people haven't been catching on to that. The whole, this thing opening up and, like, frickin' doing that doesn't really help that, but I guess the idea was that part of his torso, like, part of this part is part of his body, like, this piece is part of his body. Maybe these pieces are, this piece isn't. But it's just that most of, like, this part is not part of his body, and neither is things. But yeah, another thing I wanted to put through that I guess people have been catching on to either is when this thing does come out and he fixes himself. That's supposed to establish that Chameleo was a robot. He is not biomechanical. He is 100% robotic. Saying canon right now, Chameleo is 100% robotic. He is not biomechanical. I guess that idea wasn't necessarily clear because I guess if you're a robot, you can still work on, or biomechanical, you can still work on yourself. But yeah, the torso is the biggest change. His torso articulation is, like, way better now. You can do a lot more stuff with it. His legs have also changed, and I really like the new legs way more than the old legs. I just think they look really cool, and I think I'm happy that they're a little bit bigger and bulkier. I don't know. I just really like the look of these new legs. They look really cool from the side. I don't know if these were there before, but I guess they're here now. I also added more green to his thing. Overall, he's just got more green. Of course, the completely green arm kind of helps solidify that. Because Kasai cut off his arm, so he needed to get a new arm. I guess people didn't really buy it. Like, some people were like, whoa, he's got a green arm. It's like, well, Kasai cut off his old arm. Of course he's got a green arm. But yeah, I also updated the watch, so it actually looks like a watch now. And I really like the way the watch looks. It's simple, but it works out really well. And his head is pretty much the same. It's been, like, the lines are more bold-like now. I added some wear and tear to the edges, especially on the goggles. He's got a lot more, He's a lot more beaten up now. He's supposed to have been beaten up for a while. Chameleo's been at it for a while. But yeah, in this story, you can tell. I guess maybe he had, like, a fresh thing in the Christmas special. Like, he was new. Like, maybe he got refurbished after being destroyed a little bit. And now you can see that the wear is starting to get to him again, and he's starting to get more and more beat up. Which hopefully will lead to the next version of Chameleo. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I'm pretty happy with this one. There will probably be slight changes, like to the waist. I'm still not done with that yet. It's a little too thin for me. I think it should be a little bit thicker, but I don't really want to do that. But I'm talking like a really big next version, and will probably be after he's getting more and more destroyed. But he will have more and more scars and stuff on him. Speaking of that, I should probably talk about his guns. you can tell the same thing with his guns is going on with him. Is that they're getting a little, less smooth and nice. You got this one, which is the new gun. And this one's pretty cool. It's much more revolver-like. It can kind of cock back like that. I really like the design of it because he lost his old one when he lost his arm, and when he was in the jelly zone or something, the space in between dimensions, he lost that arm, so now he needed to get a new gun and a new arm. And if you look at this gun, you can see it's gotten pretty scratched up here. It's getting old. It's getting used, especially since this version's been around for like a few months now. Chameleo was always doing stuff. There's never really any downtime with him, so he's always getting more and more beat up. Oh, he's also got... These things will never go away, though. I don't think I'm ever going to even change them. I might, but they've just been a huge staple of all my self-mocks that I don't think I'm going to change these things too much. But they do have scratches and stuff on them, too. Well, I'm happy with... I've been changing him and updating him, but he's been staying... he's still been staying really faithful to his original. You can still 100% identify him as Chameleo. And there's probably a V3 coming up eventually. So that's pretty much it for Chameleo V2. Oh, yeah, I said I'd kind of show more how to build him a little bit. I will do that because people are asking for a how-to really badly. I'll show you this. You can kind of see the inner workings of his torso a little bit. Hopefully this is enough for you to kind of deconstruct him if you would like to build him. I mean, his legs and stuff are all pretty straightforward. So as I reassemble him, I will wrap up this review. But yeah, let me know what you like about Chameleo. Let me know which version of Chameleo you like the most. If you like the trench coat, the large trench coat, if you like the no trench coat, or if you like the sort of half trench coat he originally had, kind of like the melding between both. And what you think about his new arm, any of that, just let me know in the comment section below. If you hate him, please let me know. So, that's pretty much it with Chameleo. Yeah, I think he does a good job in showing his personality and sort of echoing me a little bit. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.